let me know. The other thing that I'd really like to talk about is for morbidly obese people is how to get from the couch and doing nothing to being active. And so the first thing I'd like to say to you is just don't listen to your coach. Don't listen to other, unless people have been morbidly obese out there. I would say take everything they say with a grain of salt. What I'm telling you is fix your diet, fix what's putting in your mouth, what you're putting in your mouth first until you feel a little better, and then you will want to work out. I don't think people appreciate just how physically miserable people are when they are morbidly obese. And the idea that on top of you restricting your calories or fasting or whatever you're doing, the idea that on top of that, you are going to go out there and you're going to walk for 15 to 30 minutes when you can barely even walk up and down the stairs, that's not realistic. And I don't think it is nice or kind to even recommend that to morbidly obese people. But we can't be wimps here. We have to be honest with ourselves. So what I did for myself that has really worked for me is focus on the eating, focus on what you put in your mouth or don't put in your mouth, so that you get to a state where you are less inflamed, you get to a state where you've released some water. And then once you start to feel a little bit better, like immediately, as soon as you start releasing the water, as soon as you start, reducing the inflammation, you'll immediately start feeling it like in your knees and in your ankles. You'll have less aches and pains, or if you still have the aches and pains, they won't be as bad. So you'll get these signals that you are having some changes in your body, and you should explore physical activity and just start slow. So I don't think people are going to do things repeatedly and as a lifestyle unless it brings them joy, unless it makes them feel good. So I don't want to push obese people. I don't want to get into this like stoicism, work hard, choose your hard. Like I as this channel grows, I want to develop the ethos that is completely like 180 degrees opposite of that. I don't think it's realistic. I think that we are made for joy. I think that we are made for love. I think that we are made for bliss. And challenge is different than hard. Okay? We are meant to challenge ourselves, but the challenge should have a satisfaction inherently in it. And so if you are at the point where you can barely make it up the stairs, and the idea of walking even across a park is exhausting to you, or if you feel like it's going to be a miserable slog the entire time, don't do it. Don't do it. But make this promise to yourself. Every day as you make dietary changes, you're going to test how you feel, and you're not going to have any assumptions. And so every day, just find a tiny amount that you can do to test yourself. Maybe it is literally just walking out your front door and down to the end of your street and back, and then just assessing how you feel. You could do that every day. If you are able to go shopping and walk through a grocery store, then you can take a concerted effort to, in the morning or after work, whichever time works best for you, that you are going to walk out that front door and you're going to go to the end of the street and you're going to come back and you're going to see how you feel. And if that felt good, if that felt like, okay, I kind of feel refreshed, I got some sunlight, I got some air, if that made you feel better, be honest. If that made you feel better after than you felt before, then the next day, do that again. And if it made you feel better than the day before, then the next day, do it again. And then on the fourth day, up it up, increase it. Go up and down the street twice. Go around to the other street and then back to your house. Do something to increase it, and just increase it a little bit more each day. But if you bump up against a level of activity that makes you feel miserable, that then has a compensatory laziness where you go home, you get on the couch, and you just want to overeat because you're feeling gross, and so you're just going to try to find some chemical, some food to make that bad feeling go away, don't do it. It's absolutely unnecessary. It's absolutely unnecessary. There's even some studies showing that like obese people that go on those The Biggest Loser things, they actually harm themselves. It is actually not good for the body. It is very stressful for a morbidly obese body to be stressing itself with that much exercise. And for normal weighted people that are looking at this and think that's excuses, okay, great. How do you think you'd be if I strapped a 250-pound backpack on your back? It's called rucking, Okay, so look into rucking communities, what it feels like, and the toll that it takes on people's bodies. I mean, people that are in the military who have to like ruck all the time, like they actually have like spinal compression on their discs and things because of all the weight bearing down on their back. Now, being obese, it's not quite the same. There's similarities. But the point is that you know, rucking is for military. It's considered miserable. Most people who were in the military don't just voluntarily choose it again, even if they remain fit and athletic. So if you want to stress yourself and you want to do hard things, fine. I just really recommend leave it to after you've achieved a normal weight. So if after you've achieved a normal weight, you want to next level it and you want to become some athlete and you really want to challenge yourself and you've got the discipline that if you absolutely ruin your body one day, you're not going to compensate for that by overeating and making poor dietary choices, awesome, do it. But until you're at that level, activity should make you feel better. Period, the end. And anybody you're listening to online, I don't care how motivational they are, if they are making you think that you have to feel pain in order to be healthy, I absolutely reject that. Oh, and there's a bluebird right there. It's so cute. I'm not gonna move the camera right now. Sorry, squirrel brain, pretty bird. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. At the end of the day, I will post my weight loss from yesterday and all things are good. So what can you do today? What can you do today to make your life a little bit better than yesterday? Even if it's making a plan and nothing else, what can you do today? Let me know. Peace out, everybody. Be awesome.